17 News is your local election headquarters. We aired it live here on TV 17. The 6 leading candidates for California governor hit the stage Wednesday evening for a live statewide primetime debate. And at times, sparks flew. 17's Capitol correspondent Eitan Wallace has a recap from downtown San Francisco where the candidates faced off.
Yeah, this debate focused on the issues facing California, and it included its fair share of fireworks.
Wait, no,
Mr.
Steve,
Hilton,
finish.
Mr. Hilton.
I've said
Sparks flying at the Nexstar Inside California Politics News Nation statewide gubernatorial debate. The 6 leading candidates in the race, Republicans Steve Hilton and Chad Bianco, and Democrats Tom Steyer, Katie Porter, Javier Becerra, and Matt Mahan, facing off in the 90-minute-long statewide debate that touched on several topics, beginning with the issue of affordability and specifically high gas prices. Candidates weighing in on California's 61-cent per gallon gas tax and a potential vehicle mileage tax.
They're taking more and more of your money. No, I will not support a tax.
It punishes the lowest income Californians.
So let's consider anything that works that the public can get behind. That's how I would do it.
I would reform the way we're funding infrastructure by issuing a flat fee on all vehicles.
I would triple the credit so that people can afford to buy electric vehicles and no longer be subject to the fossil fuel costs. Should they be paying the equivalent of a gas tax? Yes.
We cannot keep going in this direction with Democrats constantly going for their insatiable appetite for more and more taxes.
Moderated by Fox 40 Sacramento anchor and Inside California Politics host Nikki Lorenzo and KTLA 5 anchor Frank Buckley, the debate also touched on homelessness and housing. The moderators asking each candidate about Governor Newsom's handling of the matter.
What grade would you give him on homelessness, and what, if anything, would you do differently? You have 60 seconds.
I'm a notoriously tough grader, but I would probably give him a B on homelessness. What I would do differently than Governor Newsom is fund homelessness prevention.
Well, I'd love to be in your class, Katie, if you get a B for what Gavin Newsom's done on homelessness. My goodness, of course it's an F.
I would give him an A. Here's what I would do that's different, though. I would focus on accountability.
It is an absolute dismal failure.
This, the first California televised gubernatorial debate since Eric Swalwell suspended his campaign and resigned from Congress amid a scandal involving sexual misconduct allegations. Javier Becerra taking a question about what he knew of the allegations when he served in Congress.
What rumors did you hear, and should you have pursued the rumors as a member of Democratic leadership? You have 60 seconds.
Thanks, Nikki. Yeah, you hear rumors all the time about all sorts of things. Rumors are not facts.
With Swalwell now out of the race, this new poll released just last week from Inside California Politics and Emerson College shows a tight contest with nearly a quarter of voters, 23%, still undecided. All of it in a primary where only the top 2 advance. Candidates in the debate trying their best to stand out, not holding back, taking direct jabs at each other.
I'm not part of this system. These Democrats can't get it done.
Well, it's interesting to watch someone who has served as a talking head on a Fox News program telling us how government should run when he never has run any government in his life.
The only housing Tom Steyer's built has been private prisons and ICE detention centers.
Steyer responding in this post-debate interview.
We bought those stocks 22 years ago, and I realized it was a mistake over 20 years and got out of it. And I have been working for 20 years to turn it into rehabilitation and treatment, and acknowledge that people have made a mistake and we can help them get back on their feet.
And there was so much more to this debate. You can catch it in full on our KGET Plus streaming app and on our website, kget.com. Reporting in San Francisco, Eitan Wallace, 17 News.